In this episode of Alien Agenda, we'll explore the Solarian hypothesis, the idea that highly advanced civilizations may have existed on Earth hundreds of thousands, even millions of years ago. We'll look at evidence of impossible stone structures, hidden NASA images, and Dr. Stephen Greer's claims that ancient technology could rival or even surpass what we have today. Buckle up, this one goes way beyond what you've heard before. Here's Colonel Gene.
Hi folks, it's Colonel Gene again with a truly far-out episode of Alien Agenda. Buckle your seatbelts tightly as we take a look at some of the most bizarre information that I have presented on this podcast. We've been looking at evidence of possible alien visitations to planet Earth, both in the past and currently. We had looked at many sightings and examined structures that defy understanding as to how they were designed and built, with the technology that we believe was known to our ancestors as many as 12,000 years ago. We have looked at pyramids built in every part of the Earth at different times and by very different civilizations that had no knowledge of each other. We found almost all of these pyramids are oriented the same way, directed to the Orion's belt. We have discovered other structures that defy our understanding as to how they were created, some of which could not be duplicated with our technology today. Stones that weigh as much as 3 million pounds and have perfect 90-degree angles. Other structures in the Americas have stone blocks carved precisely and that are 100% identical. Other stone structures that look like they were molded and have seams that are so precise that you could not slip a dollar bill between the seams. How can our ancestors, thousands of years ago, accomplish these feats with the tools and the knowledge that we believe they possessed? A more startling concept than the aliens visiting our ancestors and providing them with the technology and knowledge to construct these buildings is the idea that civilizations existed on planet Earth hundreds of thousands or possibly millions of years ago with the technology and understanding far in advance of where we are today. The term given to this theory is Solarian hypothesis and comes from an intelligent fictional reptilian from the British sci-fi series Doctor Who. In this series, it was about a time traveler that tries to prevent changes to the past. The idea that highly advanced civilizations existed on Earth, on Mars, and throughout the universe is supported by a Dr. Stephen M. Greer, an American ufologist and a retired physician. Dr. Greer is the founder of the Center for the Study of Extraterrestrials. Let's take a look at some of the evidence he has provided to support this theory that ancient civilizations existed far in advance of where we are today. Dr. Greer believes that the knowledge and technology from civilizations going on hundreds of thousands or millions of years ago could have enabled the Egyptians and others to construct the pyramids and other buildings all over the earth. He points out that it is impossible to erect a solid obelisk made of a single stone. The Smithsonian Institute spent $5 million attempting to erect such an obelisk and was unsuccessful. We do not know how the Egyptians and others were able to erect these huge obelisks without some sort of new technology. One theory is that some sort of electronic levitation was used to move the huge stones and erect many of the obelisks that have been found. The doctor suggests that rather than this knowledge coming from other intelligent beings in the universe, that it might have come from one of these very ancient civilizations. If such civilizations did exist on Earth, and a meteor strike like the one that is believed to have taken place about 700,000 years ago destroyed them, it is an explanation of why we have not found more evidence. Recently, however, in the oceans, scientists believe they have found things that indicate such civilizations did exist in the distant past. It may be that the Sumerians, for example, were correct, that the human race was a result of a visitation from the Anunnakis from another planet 500,000 years ago, rather than simple evolution. The question is, why would this knowledge of very ancient civilizations be kept secret? Dr. Greer believes that to reveal such knowledge would threaten the religious beliefs of many fundamentalist groups throughout the world. Millions believe that the world was created in 6 days, about 6,000 years ago. It is like when Copernicus, the Polish astronomer, discovered that the Earth revolves around the sun, not the sun around the Earth. Dr. Greer was told by a man who worked at Redstone Arsenal that we have discovered artifacts in the ocean that appear to be far older than 10 to 12,000 years and may be from one of these very, very ancient civilizations. He has also talked about objects that NASA has photographed on Mars that were clearly made by some intelligent beings. He was told by Mark Carlito at the Goddard Space Center that we have these structures on Mars and that the images were taken by the rover and satellites. He said that NASA has pixelated out of the pictures these images to hide them from the public. Dr. Greer was also told by members of the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in California that images of structures on Mars made by intelligent beings do exist and have been hidden from the public. Dr. Greer believes that we are beginning to make discoveries that were known in very distant past. He talks about the principle of quantum entanglement, where two or more particles share a state that connects them, regardless of the distance between them. He talked about the quantum computer that will be capable of computations that would require 1 million or more supercomputers linked together to solve. Dr. Greer discussed that it is possible to pass through what appears to be a solid object like a wall. He explained that all matter is 99.99% force, not matter. The actual matter that makes up a human, for example, could be fit on the tip of a needle. Thus, if we were condensed into our without the force, we could pass through the atoms that make up that wall. These scientific discoveries may be just a foretaste of the knowledge and technology that is to come, especially with tools like the quantum computer. They may be part of a relearning process of humans to help us learn and understand our past, as well as the advanced nature of other intelligent beings throughout the universe. I hope you have enjoyed these revelations from Dr. Greer and the many people he knows in the scientific community. Please tell your friends about Alien Agenda, and be safe until our next episode. This is Colonel Gene saying goodbye until we meet again.
Are They Out There invites you on a captivating exploration of the universe's greatest mysteries. Dive into ancient sightings, the legendary Roswell incident, and eye-opening details from recent congressional hearings. This book reveals the most compelling evidence of UFOs and alien life. Don't wait. Order your copy today on our website or Amazon and decide for yourself, are we truly alone in the cosmos?